Hey cutlerbay, it's Mayor Tim Mirbot here. If you recall, on February 21st, at our council meeting, I gave you an update on what was going on with the homeless trust. And at that time, we were waiting for the county's report to come out. And that's why I'm here today, to give you a little bit of an update on what's going on. So yes, the report did come out. And no, I'm not real happy with the results. So the county report basically says that they scoured the area and they have not found an alternative site which would be better for this homeless trust initiative. Again, this is to put 107 units in the La Quinta hotel to provide temporary or short-term housing for people that are homeless as they transition to other homes. I've highlighted a bunch of things that I thought they didn't take into account, but I'm going to go over those things just one more time. So basically, the county is going to be spending $14 million on this property. They estimate it's going to cost another $650,000 to refurbish this, but based on the people that we've talked to, that is probably not a real accurate number. It'll probably be in the millions of dollars to do this. And I want to go back into the history a little bit of what this area was supposed to be, what the county wanted this to be. Now, back in 2002, the county held a charrette where they got the people in this area to come together and say, what do you want for this area? We need to create a livable, workable city area in Dade County. So the public came together, they got together with the county and said, this is what we think is great. So the county said, this is what the charrette, what we have planned for this area. And they went forward. 2005, Cutler Bay Incorporated. The council looked at the charrette and we did exactly what the county wanted. We implemented almost all the strategies that the county wanted under the charrette for this area. Now we'll fast forward for the next 15 to 17 years. Not a lot happened in this area. It wasn't quite right. So eventually we were recognizing that the Southland Mall was underperforming, and we were actively looking for somebody to help redevelop this area because quite honestly, we need the jobs in this area, and that's where we're focused on. Now, as we also have the issue of, we have the shortage of housing in this area, and a lot of people are feeling out of the stress of the housing. So we had a group that came in and decided to go ahead and spend $1.5 billion to redevelop this area. And what was this going to bring? This was going to bring another 4,500 units of housing, much needed shortage of housing to help alleviate that. It was going to bring 3,000 jobs during the construction of it. It's going to bring 2,000 continuing jobs after the fact. It was going to bring in millions of dollars of tax revenue to the city and the county. All these things that we really were hoping for were finally coming to fruition. Shortly after that happened, we get the notice that the Homeless Trust is looking to repurpose the La Quinta Hotel into their initiative to provide temporary housing for people transitioning to other homes. And how does that affect this project? Well, quite honestly, unfortunately, it's putting it in danger. We've talked to the developers. The developers are having issues with their lenders. The vision that they had of bringing these thousands of jobs, bringing the thousands of additional housing that we need in Cutler Bay, that we need in South Dade County, looks to be in jeopardy now because of this initiative. We have been working hard with our County Commissioner, Danielle Cohen-Higgins, who seems to be aligned with us and is advocating on our behalf. It's very clear that Cutler Bay and our council, unfortunately, does not have a vote on this. Matter of fact, we were really left out of this process completely, which we didn't like. Our citizens were left out of this process completely, which we don't like. So we're advocating. We're still fighting. We're going in front of the Board of the County Commissioners on Tuesday at 9:30, and we're going to be pleading our case. We don't think that putting 107 units is going to be beneficial when you look at what you have to give up for the long term. Is 107 units really worth jeopardizing 4,500 units when we have a housing crisis? I don't think so. Is it the right thing to do to a city that has done everything we can to support the charrette? When the county wanted the RTZ zone, our city supported it. Now they are using the very rules under the RTZ to circumvent Cutler Bay's minimum housing requirements so they can build this initiative. I think it sends the wrong message that, when you have a city that has worked hand in hand, who recognizes the needs and the visions, recognizes that we have to make compromises to provide a best community, and now because they want to do something where one individual who is not elected is making this decision to circumvent all the needs of all the citizens of Cutler Bay going back to 2002. So we're going to be pleading our case in front of the Board of County Commissioners on Tuesday at 9:30. Citizens are welcome to go ahead and voice their opinions as well. We want to be respectful, of course. We recognize that they're not evil people. We're both trying to do a good thing. We just think that we have a better idea for it. But in the meantime, you can go ahead and, if you would, please email the other Board of County Commissioners. Again, it's not Cutler Bay's vote, it's their vote. So we'll have the emails available for you below to go ahead and email them and ask them to please listen to the citizens. Make us a part of this process. Let us develop a better community for all of us together so we can make sure that we have all the needs taken care of, not just the 107 people that they want to help, but also all the people of South Dade County and the people of Cutler Bay. We don't want to give up the 3,000 jobs during construction, the 2,000 jobs thereafter. We don't want to give up the 60,000 square feet of medical office space that we need down here so badly. We don't want to give up the additional housing that we need so badly when we have a housing crisis right now. So we're going to keep working together. I'm going to keep working with our county commissioner, Danielle Cohen-Higgins, but I asked you to reach out to our other county commissioners, to Mayor Danielle Levine-Cava, and let them know, please let the voices of Cutler Bay be heard. Please let Cutler Bay be a part of the process, and don't lock us out. Don't walk away without us. We want to build a better community together, and we need everybody's help together to do that. I'll give you an update after this goes. We're going to keep working on it. And as always, God bless America, and God bless Cutler Bay.